Good morning, children. How are you doing? So I hope everybody is fine and still continuously doing their learning task. So just a little sacrifice and we will end the school year soon. So are you ready for TLE Agriculture 6? So we are now in week 6, quarter 3. Here are our objectives: markets fruits and seedlings, and develops plan for expansion of planting trees and seedling production. So let's have an introduction. Orchard gardening does not end in planting, growing, and harvesting the fruits. It also includes marketing your products, which is the fruit that was harvested in your orchard farm. Marketing is also the most challenging activity in orchard gardening. You have to ensure that your product is marketable for you to be successful. Let me see if you have a prior knowledge about this topic. So let's answer the pre-test. This is learning task number 1. Choose the letter of the correct answer. Number 1, select blank that comes from fruit-bearing tree with good form, free from bruises and diseases and insect bites. A, seed. B, soil. C, water. D, plant. Number 2, place blank in a partially shaded area. A, pots or bag. B, seed. C, cover. D, seedbed. 3, comes from decomposed biodegradable waste in pit. A, compost. B, water. C, soil. D, manure. Number 4, this is an artificial fertilizer made from chemicals. A, artificial. B, inorganic. C, organic. D, natural. And number 5, used by individuals or organizations like business industries, also called leaflets. A, brochures. B, flyers. C, market selling. Or D, online marketing. So let's check, children. What is the answer in number 1? Okay, letter A. How about number 2? Another letter A. Number 3, letter A. Number 4, letter B. So another term for artificial is inorganic. And number 5, that is also called as flyers. Okay, so how many scores did you get? So if you got 5, meaning you have a prior knowledge. So if you got 3 below, it's okay, because as we go on with our lesson, you will learn about this topic. So this time, are you ready to learn? So please pay attention as I discuss our lesson. So let's talk about marketing your products. Marketing is one of the most challenging activities in orchard gardening. One of the first steps in this undertaking is to make sure your products are marketable. To do this, you need to come up with specific standards for inspecting and ensuring quality control. Next, what are the characteristics of marketable seedlings? So it should have the 3 following characteristics. First, we have the stem is strong, thick, and healthy. Next, it has 5 or more leaves. And it has established healthy roots. Another to consider is the marketing strategy. Once your products have undergone quality control inspection and are deemed marketable, you may start promoting them. Once your products have undergone quality sold and authentic control inspection and are deemed marketable, promoting them to sell. Seedlings in nurseries are usually in earthenware like drums or plastic bags. The bigger seedlings are grown in big metal container like drums. It was sold in the nursery on a retail or wholesale basis. Here are the marketing strategies in selling. First, we have the market selling. So this is the process of buying and selling of farm products from the producers to the consumers. Producers like farmers or fruit growers commonly go to the market to sell their products. The different selling type of selling methods are selling through a wholesaler or dealer, direct selling through cooperatives. Next strategy is the online marketing. So children, this is the most common nowadays. So that started during the pandemic times. Also known as internet marketing. It uses internet, web, and email to introduce products directly to the customers or to deliver promotional marketing messages to customers. Next, we have flyers or brochures. Flyers and brochures are both forms of advertisements using print on paper intended for distribution to a large audience. Flyers, also called leaflets, used by individuals or organizations like business industries. A brochure is a form of advertisement or marketing booklet that contains information about the products or services. Here are some considerations to your market trees and seedling. First, it should be healthy and organic. So when we say organic, children, there's no artificial fertilizer involved. Next, good quality packaging and product delivery. Next, convenience, local economy and security. Then farmers and food relations. Planting trees requires careful study of various factors to ensure its proper adaptability and growth. Climate is also one of the considerations. So this is the most important factor affecting the growth of trees or fruit trees. It has been observed that different varieties of trees grow best in certain climatic conditions. Next, temperature. The degree of coldness and hotness of the atmosphere at certain period of time. Then, another to consider is the sunlight. So this is the main energy provider in the process of food manufacture in the plant kingdom. Then, the last, we have the soil. It provides nutrients and plants and contains mineral elements necessary for normal plant growth and development of the tree. So those are the things that we must consider when we market trees and seedlings. Below are some ways one can promote and market a product. First, conduct a survey to find the needs of the community. What fruits are in demand? Number 2, prepare and distribute pamphlets, flyers, and brochures containing information about the location and the picture of the products. Third, use online marketing tools. So, ito na yata yung the best way of marketing a product this time. Number 4, post contact numbers for clients who want to order or inquire about the product. And number 5, keeping a record of sales. Record of sales is one of the most important parts of any marketing program. This is to create and maintain a system of tracking production and sales. Below is a simple table you can use to keep a record of trees and seedlings for sale. Make sure to keep it updated. So we have the simple table here. So we have in the first column the marketable seedlings, example mango. The next column we have the amount. So example 10,000 pesos. Then in the third column we have the volume. So we have 10 baskets, and the date of purchase we have April 10, 2021. Plan for future expansion. Every business should have a future plan for expansion. A successful orchard is important to the community and environment. Its benefits stand as evidence that expansion is necessary. So here are the tips for future expansion. Number 1, community survey and symposium to find the needs of the locality. Number 2, build relationship with stakeholders of the community, the local government unit, schools, and private sectors that run related business. Number 3, real market status understands the demand. What is the fruit rate of sales? Then number 4, open for investments and franchising. And number 5, availability of experienced or skilled orchard technician. So you have learned about marketing seeds and fruits. So this time, let's do learning task number 2. Study the given pictures below and tell which one should be sold in the market. Write marketable if the shown picture is appropriate to be sold in the market, and write unmarketable if it is not. To take a look at the picture, we have in number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so what do you think is the answer in number 1? Marketable or unmarketable? Yes, marketable. So it looks very fresh. How about number 2? Unmarketable. What do you think is the reason? Because of its sizes. How about number 3? Another unmarketable. So it seems nabubulok na yung prutas. Then number 4, marketable. So it has a good quality. Number 5, durian. Marketable. Number 6, unmarketable. Number 7, marketable. Number 8, unmarketable. Number 9, marketable. And number 10, another marketable. So how many scores did you get, children? So if you got 10, meaning you know the quality of good fruits that can be sold in the market. But if it is not, let's say you got a score of 7 below, so just have a recap of the very first part of our lesson and knows the good quality of fruits that is being sold in the market. I have here a short video showing some tips on how to market fruits and vegetables.
Before purchasing a single seed, think about how you plan to market your products. There's not a one-size-fits-all approach to developing a marketing plan, but it takes time to research, develop relationships, and understand what will help you sell your products. Marketing can depend on several factors: product quality, quantity, uniqueness, timing, location, and relationships. For example, a restaurant would typically want fresh, high quality, and consistent quantities of produce. Providing these may require more management and coordination, but you would typically receive a premium price in marketing to these businesses. Base your plan on your capabilities. While the plan will develop and evolve, it's important to write it out so that you can review it. Your plan will likely include selling several different products in several different markets. Being organized gives you more time, flexibility, and freedom to handle tasks as they arise. Keeping important financial documents in a secure place allows you to easily locate them when meeting with your accountant or banker. Also, having set plans for what you want your employees to do during the week can relieve stress because you know how business tasks are being handled. Write down your plans as much as possible. This will help you think through what you need to do, implement it, and later review and see how it is working. For example, if you've developed a budget and tracked your costs, you will be able to monitor and make changes to improve your profitability. Farm management software is available that helps a farm create plans and to-do lists. Whether it's paper trails, phone apps, websites, or spreadsheets, anything that improves business organization is recommended. Financials include budgets, crop records, expenses, and tax documents. Having a system of how you record and organize this information is important. You might think you can keep track of everything in your head, but the more you have documented and written down, the more you can review and make adjustments to your business. Producers we've worked with tell us it takes less time than anticipated to keep good records, and very quickly they saw the benefits of having good financials. We do not encourage keeping good records for regulatory purposes, but good records could be valuable if you are audited or examined, as it can clear up confusion or can conclude an audit much quicker. The IRS does not require specific kinds of records, but states that you can choose any system that clearly shows your income and expenses. Start small and continue to work on each area. If you would never develop a marketing plan, writing down what you are currently doing and making tiny adjustments could be a big step. For a new producer, planting crops for the first time is a big deal. Starting small keeps things manageable and allows room to grow the operation. Don't be afraid to change or to try something new. This is also true for developing a new market. Don't expect to have all of your crop in a new market the first year, but slowly build and develop it over time. Relationships are critically important to the success of any business. Ask yourself if there are opportunities to be involved with organizations and individuals that can help accomplish your goals. Alabama Extension is available as a resource, as are other agencies like your local USDA office, Alabama Department of Ag and Industries, and other farm organizations.
Okay. So this time, let's do learning task number 3. Write the letter of the correct answer in your paper. Number 1. How do you know that the seedlings are ready to plant? A. The stem is thin and the leaves are yellowish. B. The stem is strong, thick, and healthy. C. It has only 2 leaves. D. It has only 2 roots. Number 2, the most important thing used for or needed for planting trees. A. Wheelbarrow. B. Seedlings. C. Fence. D. Wood. 3. The following guide will help in developing of expansion seedling production. Which of them is not belong? A. Coordinate with community organizations related to seedling production. B. Coordinate with community organization related to Bureau of Fisheries. C. Identifying customers or clients through survey or interview. Or D. Identifying in-demand fruits and trees in the local market. So let us check. What do you think is the answer in number 1? Yes, letter B. How about number 2? Another B. And number 3? Letter B. So it has no relationship in terms of Bureau of Fisheries because we are talking about seedlings. Next number We have number 4. Which of the following statement is not true? A. To determine the best bed direction. B. The area is not suitable for planting. C. Community survey and symposium to find the needs or locality. D. Real market status. Understand the demand. What are fruit rate of sale? Number 5. Used by individuals or organizations like business industries, also called leaflets. A. Flyers. B. Brochure. C. Market selling. Or D. Online marketing. Number 6. Seedlings should have at least blank leaves ready for sale. A. 1 leaf. B. 2 leaves. C. 3 leaves. Or D. 5 leaves. 7. The process of buying and selling of farm products from the producers to the consumers. A. Market selling. B. Online marketing. C. Selling in the farm. Or D. Selling through contracts. So let's know the answer. What is the answer in number 4? Okay, very good. Letter A. How about number 5? Letter A. Number 6? Letter D. And number 7? Letter A. Next. Number 8. Most buyers go directly to the farm to buy fruits. Why? A. Prices in the farm are usually cheaper. B. Prices in the farm are usually higher. C. Prices in the farm are usually different. D. Prices in the farm are usually insufficient. Number 9. A place where plants are propagated and grown to usable size. A. Water. B. Plants. C. Compost. D. Nursery. Number 10. Last number. Mancardo has a mini nursery and he found out that the seedlings are closely compacted, so he decided to have an expansion of the area. Why Mancardo decided to have an expansion? A. The roots and leaves of seedling might be damaged and deformed. B. The roots and leaves will be grown easily. C. The seedling grow fast. Or D. All of the above. Okay, so let's check your answer. What is the answer in number 8? Okay, letter A, number 9, letter D, and number 10. Okay, another letter D. So how many scores did you get, children? Okay, so if you got 10, so that's an awesome job. So meaning you understand our lesson. 7 and 8, good. 6 below, meaning you have to review our lesson by just watching the very first part of this video lesson. So let me end our lesson with this quote. Always do your best. What you plant now, you will harvest later. So, what does it mean, children? So, gawin natin yung ating makakaya ngayon. Diba? Ang hirap ng buhay ngayon dahil sa pandemya because of COVID-19. So, I hope kahit medyo mahirap, still you are doing your best for you to have a good grades. So, yung good grades na yon, you will harvest that later if you sacrifice and do your best in your study. So, just like in planting. So, I hope you learned from that quote, children. So, that's end our lesson. So, I hope you learned something and Just always remember, mag-ingat tayo lagi, and thank you for listening.